Imagine your worst enemy rewrote your life. Not with gossip, not with lies, but by literally changing the timeline you live in. Welcome to Bte Noire, the second episode of Black Mirror Season 7, where petty revenge becomes cosmic justice, and a kitchen feud spirals into quantum warfare. Before we get into the film, I want to discuss the characters' names, because their names alone hint at the story between Verity and Maria. In the case of the name Verity Green, the word verity means truth, or a true principle or belief, and green, it symbolizes growth, renewal, or sometimes naivety. This fucking word on the screen. Fuck.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
In Verity's case, I believe it means naive truth seeker, someone who believes they're fixing a wrong, but never grew emotionally past it. Verity sees herself as righteously correcting a past wrong, but throughout the course of this episode, you get the grasp of how malice her ideas are. Maria actually has some significance to her name as well, through breakdowns from the Hebrew prophet Miriam, which evolved into Maria in Latin and Greek. While the exact meaning of Miriam is debated, one of the oldest and most widely accepted translations is bitterness, which is fitting since Maria becomes bitter throughout the course of the episode. Okay, now that I got the names out of the way, let's dive into the episode. Our story follows Maria, who works in the R&D division
In the R&D division.
In the R&D. Oh.
of a major candy corporation. She is at a focus group for her latest concoction when someone from her past shows up, Verity Green. Maria instantly recognizes her, acknowledging her past. In high school, Maria helps create a name for Verity, which snowballs into everyone bullying Verity for being a nerd. And now, years later, Verity's back, with a god-tier cheat code, the Quantum Compiler.
Technically, it's not really changing anything. It just retunes our corporal frequency to one of the parallel realities.
The focus group is the perfect example of the power Verity holds. With a click of a button and the word of her mouth, she changes the room. Little by little, Verity begins shifting reality itself, infiltrating Maria's work, turning co-workers against Maria. Basically, any opportunity Verity has to turn the universe against Maria, she takes. And it's all intentional. Okay, what even is a quantum compiler? Sounds like something made up. And it is, but also kinda not. In real life, a quantum compiler is a translator for a quantum computer. It converts human-readable code into instructions a quantum computer can understand. And if you're like, what the fuck? I feel the same way. Let's try to break it down. Imagine you have an idea, like make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but the quantum computer only speaks in super weird sandwich instructions. The quantum compiler takes your idea, translates it into the rules a quantum computer understands, and optimizes it so the quantum machine does it fast and correctly. It's like a magical chef who turns your PB&J order into exact steps for a robot chef that can make infinite sandwiches at once. And pick the best goddamn peanut butter jelly sandwich you ever had. Pretty cool, right?
I am allergic to nuts.
But in Black Mirror, it's a weapon. Verity uses it to shift timelines, rewriting the recipe of reality, translating her personal revenge story into the rules of the universe. The quantum compiler doesn't fix reality, it lets you bend it to your will. It's not rewriting code, it's rewriting fate. So yeah, it's not scientifically real, but it's very believable in the Black Mirror universe. What makes Bte Noire hit isn't just the sci-fi, it's the motives. Verity doesn't want to erase Maria. She wants her to suffer, slowly and publicly. She manipulates Maria's reality in tiny ways that feel off, gaslighting her into isolation. Every little tweak in the timeline chips away at Maria's sanity. And it's kinda genius, because it mirrors what bullying actually feels like the world is against you, even when nothing looks obviously wrong. Friday is the climax of the event, where Verity confronts Maria, speaking about the past, trying to get the truth from her bullies, and chugging a lot of almond milk. Rewatching this back, it makes you realize how psychotic Verity actually is. This leads Maria to learn the whole thing was deliberate. A slow burn revenge arc, days in the making. Even though Maria was the bully, the show doesn't make Verity the hero. She's become obsessed with control. The compiler didn't fix her trauma, it fed it. And now, she's playing God. In a desperate move, Maria invades Verity's home to figure out how she is changing reality. Verity has her villain monologue, and Maria makes the power move of unaliving Verity. Maria claims the compiler to save her reality. And just when you think this is going to be a redemption arc, it's not. The episode ends with Maria as Empress of the world. No justice, no balance. Just a different person with their hands on the machine. That's the real darkness of Bte Noire. The machine doesn't corrupt, it reflects. And sometimes what we reflect back is bitter. See what I did there? Because like Maria means bitter, like Miriam bitter. The quantum compiler isn't about science, it's about choice. About how we rewrite our pain into power. And how, if left unchecked, that power becomes an addiction. Neither woman wins, really. One was obsessed with revenge, the other was shaped by guilt and shame. And in the end, the compiler, the power to rewrite reality, just made them both worse. So yeah, Bte Noire isn't your typical tech gone wrong episode. It's more like, what happens when you let old wounds fester until you build an entire machine to punish someone, and then they use it for power? Anyways, like and subscribe.